It's been a long 7 months since the Packers last walked off the field in Philadelphia. A loss that left a bitter taste, but plenty of fuel that gets its first spark of the preseason. Packers-Jets under the lights here at Lambeau Field. I'm Ashley Washburn, your pregame host. Second-year running back Marshawn Lloyd has dealt with his fair share of injuries early into his NFL career. The appendectomy his rookie year, and then a groin injury to start training camp. The Packers have been integrating him back in. Packers offensive coordinator Adam Sedevich telling us yesterday that they limited him in Thursdays at joint practice with the intention of giving him some real in-game action today. Coach, offensively not able to find much rhythm in that first half. What would you attribute that to, and just your takeaways on the ones tonight?
Yeah, we're not executing.
There's been a lot of eyes on that front four and just the need to generate pressure. How have you guys embraced that challenge this offseason? John, you kind of just stole the words out of my mouth, because I think if there was one person going to bed tonight really happy, it's got to be Jeff Hafley, because that physicality factor, forcing those takeaways and turnovers on defense, has been a strong point of emphasis this offseason. Jordan, going back to just the offense, Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft have been putting together a really solid camp. How much does that enhance an offense, being able to have a 1-2 punch like that? Well, starters are expected to see some sort of action today. It's really all about those bubble players making a case for themselves on why they belong on the 53 with those roster deadlines coming up on Tuesday, meaning every snap carries the weight of opportunity. So with that, we send it upstairs to Kevin Harlan and John Kuhn. Coach, you were very candid last week about this team not playing inspired football. Still a lot of penalties in that first half. How frustrating is that?
We didn't give ourselves a chance. We got 10 penalties.
With the curtain set to fall on the Packers preseason, one more test for the green and gold as the Seattle Seahawks soar into Lambeau. And if Thursday's joint practice was any indication, this finale could feel less like a tune-up and more like a showdown. For both the offense and defense as a whole, it did start a little rough in the beginning of this preseason, as you mentioned, the drop passes, the penalties, but to be able to come out on this high note going into a week 1 matchup where, like you guys mentioned, it's week 1 against the Lions, week 2 against the Commanders in that really quick turnaround. You've got a lot of fire going into these next 2 weeks. Defensively, though, points of emphasis have been the takeaways and the physicality. How timely was that 3-and-out to end the half on defense?
Yeah, that was great.
2 more quarters left of this preseason before you guys close that chapter. What would you like to see over these next 30 minutes?
Yeah, same thing. Just I want to